Alright guys, do you know what the fuck I'm sick and tired of? People look at me weird, okay? I go down the street, they look at me, they go like this. I'm fucking tired of that, okay? Yes, I play Lego games, okay? Yes, I am 24 years old, okay? I still play Lego games. I don't give a shit. So please, I'm just a normal human being. Stop bullying me for liking Lego games. You know, yesterday, I was just sitting here having fun playing the Skywalker Saga. And then...
Mein Sohn, kannst du aber mit den Hunden rausgehen?
Hello there.
So, in this video, I'll try to just bring Lego games closer to you if you haven't played any before, or if you're skeptical, because I promise you they are really good games, okay? Every Lego game has something unique about it and something special. They are not just kids games, they are also a lot of fun to just play as an adult. I promise I'm not just a man-child. One game that really blew me away was DC Supervillains. I hadn't played a Lego game in like 10 years. Back in the day as a kid, I played like Lego Star Wars and Lego Batman. Those were like the two Lego games that I was really into, and I think those were the only two out at the moment, and Indiana Jones. But anyway, I didn't play any Lego game for 10 years because I thought, oh, it's just for kids, you know, nobody cares about Lego games anymore. I'm a grown adult, why would I play Lego games? And I never tried to play them until I saw DC Supervillains on discount for like super cheap, and I bought it on the Switch, and that game impressed the hell out of me. It's really amazing because the open world is so big and you can do anything you want, and they had Mark Hamill as the Joker, Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
All these amazing voice actors that I fucking love because I'm a huge Batman fan, and seeing two of my favorite actors reprise their role for this game was just wow. I loved every cutscene with Batman and Joker on it, and I mean the game in general is just really fucking funny. The cutscenes are super hilarious, man. There were so many jokes that I don't think were intended for kids, or at least these jokes also had some things for the adults, because as a kid I definitely wouldn't have understood those things. What stuck out the most to me from that game was just the customization. As you play through the game, you unlock more and more superpowers, and at the end of the game you have every superpower, and you can give your character everything. He can be like the ultimate super villain, hero, whatever, but unlocking every ability. And after finishing the story, there's so much to do in the city because I was just focused on doing the missions, but the post game, it's just really fun running around the city, completing puzzles, doing races, stuff like that. It's just fucking awesome. And the amount of characters is just insane. Every character is unique in some way. They all have beautiful animations. The game looks amazing. Lego games, they are underrated as fuck, especially when it comes to the graphics, okay? Look at Skywalker Saga, bro. That game looks insane. That ass looks better than Star Wars Outlaws. That came out like last month or a couple of months ago. It's crazy. Don't sleep on Lego games, man. And if you think, oh, okay, the games are just like puzzle games and I don't care about that, try out Skywalker Saga, okay? If you're a fan of these third-person open world story-driven games, then I guarantee you that you will like the Skywalker Saga, because I had kind of like a burnout. I like third-person action games a lot, and you know, I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed. I played every Assassin's Creed game besides Rogue, and I've played the Batman Arkham games. Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. So I like third-person action games a lot, but there were just too many of those in the last few years, and it's overdone. But the Skywalker Saga is just a really fresh take on it. The open world in that game, or the open world, I guess, because you explore like 30 planets or something, it's filled with stuff to do. There is nothing in this game that has no purpose, okay? Everything on the map, everywhere you go, there's a cool little something to unlock for you, or a little puzzle to do or something, or even just a crate with a bit of money. But every corner of every world is filled with content, and that is why I like the Lego games as well. They are so polished and everything feels so like they know what they're doing, and compare it to other open world games that came out over the last years, many of them struggle with being boring and empty. There's not much to do in most open world games that come out now. I mean, another example of fucking Star Wars Outlaws again, you know. In that game, bro, there's not much to do in the open world. Or in Final Fantasy 16, even though I love that game, the open world was really just kind of meh. Or Dragon's Dogma 2, which came out this year as well. In that game, the open world was really empty and, well, not really bad, because you encounter an enemy every 2 steps, but that's all there was. You only encounter enemies all the time, and that made exploration in that game a drag for me. But in this game, every world just feels like they built it with a purpose, and they didn't just try to make a good looking world, they also try to put stuff in it and make it fun to explore, because that is my favorite part about the Skywalker Saga. Just running around, getting all the collectibles, unlocking characters, making money, because dude, this game is like Yakuza 0, bro. You get so much money. You're a billionaire in every Lego game. I wish more games did that. It's so satisfying. At the end of the day, it's just my stupid monkey brain going, oh, number go high, me likey. But I think it can be a really cool mechanic. I really enjoy it in Yakuza 0 and in Infinite Wealth. It's just fun collecting money. Just because you're not a kid anymore doesn't mean Lego games aren't for you, okay? I'm just trying to tell you, give it a shot, okay? Get a Lego game. If you have $2 to spare, get a Lego game. Any game that seems interesting to you, because there's 25 Lego games. There is Marvel, there's DC, there is fucking Indiana Jones, there's Harry Potter, there's Star Wars, of course, there's Lord of the Rings, which is also one of the best Lego games. I mean, I love all of these franchises, and Lord of the Rings especially, and just walking around through Middle Earth in that game was just so cool, because every part of the map was in the movies, and it's literally just like you're traveling through the movies, because that's how the game is also built. It's just a really awesome game. Anyway, they have tons and tons of games and a ton of franchises that they turn into games, and I'm sure there's at least one franchise or game they might be appealing to you. So please just go buy a Lego game. I think they're on sale right now. I just bought a couple for $2 each. You get so much out of those games because they also build on it to be replayable, and because I think as a kid, at least for me, I got Lego Star Wars for the Wii on Christmas, and that was like the only game I played for 3 months. So I think they know that, and they kind of build around it, like, okay, maybe because kids buy this game, it might be the only game they have or one of the few games, so there needs to be a lot of replayability, so they get a lot out of it, you know? And I mean, these games are also just really cool movie adaptations. It's like seeing a kind of, it's like a YouTube poop or something. It's really interesting how Lego interprets these scenes into the games, because sometimes it gets really weird. Darth Vader just comes and sticks his lightsaber through the door. It looks like a penis or something. Sorry. But that caught me off guard the first time I saw it. Even if you know nothing about Star Wars, I think you would understand it. If you just played Lego Skywalker Saga, I think you would get a good idea of what Star Wars is about and what happens in the stories and who the characters are. I think it's a really cool way to adapt a whole franchise into one game. People complained that the levels were too short in that game, but I mean, bro, they had 9 movies, okay? Try to fit 9 movies into one game. Of course they had to cut some things out and stuff, and couldn't just make every level really long, because that would just take way too long. Some moments in Lego games, they're really fucked up, okay? Like, I'm not kidding. Yesterday I did like a little side mission to get a Kyber brick in Lego Skywalker Saga, and I made a little comic for it, so here you go.
This is the best day of my life.
I love you, James.
I love you too, Amanda.
Listen to me. Surrender. You are will.
James, what's wrong?
Like and subscribe if you enjoy what you're watching. Thank you.
And I swear, dude, again, I'm comparing it to Star Wars Outlaws, but I mean, that's a fair comparison, I think. They're both third-person action games in the Star Wars universe, and Star Wars Outlaws is actually a newer game, so it should be better, but it's called Outlaws, but the game has so many rules and you can't break them. You can't shoot a lot of people, you can't take out your guns in settlements. I mean, what's the point of being an outlaw if you can't break the rules? It seems kind of stupid, but in this game it's kind of unhinged sometimes, okay? I swear, it gets kind of unhinged. You can choke people to death, burn them to death, you can fucking throw them off a cliff, smash them with a fucking crate, blow them up, anything, bro. It's just insane. If the Lego games had a more realistic art style, that would be rated 18 plus, bro. Of course it's just Lego, but I mean, just think about it, okay? These are just people that look like Lego, okay? They're just stylized people. So when they get blown up and all their body parts fly everywhere, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Lego, but at the end of the day, it's still body parts flying around. So, but yeah, to end off this video, I'll just give you 3 recommendations. Which Lego games I think you should play if it's like your first time experiencing Lego, I would say either go with DC Supervillains, because that game is really good. You could say Skywalker Saga, but I don't think that's really a good entrance to Lego games, because it's a really different type of game. Lord of the Rings, because that is a really good game and it has the soundtrack of the original movies, which most of these games actually have the soundtrack of the original movies, which is pretty sick. So I would say Lego, DC Supervillains, and Lord of the Rings. And the third one, let me see. I'm just noticing I have way too many fucking Lego games. I think I got 15 of the 25 games, which is Jesus. What am I doing with my life? Give me 1 second. Maybe Lego Avengers, because that game is really good. It's $6 on Steam right now. The 3 Lego games that I'm gonna recommend to you are DC Supervillains, Lord of the Rings, and Marvel Avengers, because all of these games are awesome. They all have really a great amount of characters and content. The puzzles and the level design in these games are really good. And I'm pretty sure that at least one of those franchises probably interests you in some way. At least I hope. I just saw some YouTuber dude who apparently never watched Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars, which was just really weird to me. Like, what else did you watch as a kid, bro? Did you just not have a TV or something? Like, what's up with that? But anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.